Greetings, everyone. Welcome. My name is Mike Harris. I'm the Dean of the Adult Literacy Program. And before we start, I would like to go over some housekeeping rules. To make this celebration enjoyable for everyone, please follow these guidelines. Turn off your cell phones. Help us keep the auditorium clean. Please remember to pick up your papers, bottles, and programs. Do not leave anything behind in your seats. Bathrooms are located in the foyer next to the stairs. Smoking is not allowed on the premise. We'd like for you to keep your children with you. They should not be allowed to run around. Please exit and enter at the back of the chapel. If you must leave during the ceremony, be respectful. Avoid talking while our speakers are talking. Please remain seated as your graduates enter and exit the auditorium so everyone can see them. Graduates will line up to the left of the stage by rows and will receive their diploma on the stage when their name is called and will exit to the right of the stage. Pictures are allowed. To help make sure that there is room for everyone to take pictures, stay seated until you see your graduate row lines up at the stage. Allow all the graduates to march out before you exit the chapel. We hope you have a good night and drive home safely. And at this time, we will begin our ceremony. I'd like to introduce, for this first speaker to welcome you is Mr. Alan Murdoch, the Vice President of Economic and Workforce Development. He will bring you official greetings on behalf of Forsyth Tech Community College. Please give him a round of applause.
Okay, while we're getting this started, why don't we have the graduates come on down? So if you can make your way down to the center stage, that'd be fantastic. Give them a round of applause, folks. Graduates, you may be seated. For those of you in the audience that think it's fun down there, you should see it from this side. It's a good time. On behalf of Dr. Gary Green, President of Forsyth Technical Community College, and the Board of Trustees, I want to welcome all of you to Wade Chapel and to our GED Adult High School graduation. So welcome. I would like to take a moment and be the first person to actually congratulate our graduates. This is a huge accomplishment on your behalf, and I want you to take this seriously because there's a lot of opportunities that have just opened up for you. By receiving your degrees tonight, career opportunities for different jobs, for better jobs have opened up. You have made yourself more marketable in the workplace, and for that I commend you. I would also say, I'd be remiss as an economic developer not to say that you've also helped the state of North Carolina when we are looking for companies to come here and create jobs for our citizens. One of the first things they look at is, do we have an educated workforce? And at this point, I could say, yes, we do. So thank you for helping our state. I know this has been a hard road. Thank you. I'm going to be brief here, but we do need to do a couple of thanks. I know this hasn't been easy for you. I tried taking the GED exam on TV a couple weeks ago, and I was having a hard time, so my hat's off to you. But you didn't go through this road alone. You've worked very hard, but there were people there to support you, so I want to recognize some of those people with your support. If you work for me, could you stand? So this is probably our instructors, our administrators, our GED examiners. The reason I want these folks to stand and be recognized is because not only are they doing the job that they're supposed to do, but I get to watch them when they see you succeed, the joy in their eyes, the happiness in their voice. Look around and look at these people. They are not ordinary. They are extraordinary people. They care more than I think any other group I've ever worked with. Thank you. There's another group that I think we need to acknowledge as well, in part because I think the graduates are outnumbered about 4 to 1. And I'm talking about your friends and your family. You know, along your voyage, however long that may have taken you to get to this day tonight, there were probably friends and family along your way giving you a helping hand. That may have been monetarily, that may have been a ride to class, that may have been taking care of some children, it may have just been some words of encouragement, or if you had my father, it may have been a kick in the rear to make sure you're doing what you're supposed to be doing. So, hallelujah. So thank you, friends and family, for support. And with that, I welcome you and thank you for letting me be part of your night. Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Ronnie Valenti, and I'm the GED examiner. And we would like to highlight someone tonight, someone special, who is deceased, but I'd like to invite the family of Mary Smoot-Sykes to come up to the stage, please. Yeah. Okay. Okay. You are never too old to earn your diploma. That is the type of can-do attitude that we are honored to highlight today. Mrs. Mary Lucille Smoot-Sykes decided at age 86 to attain her GED. And education was something not expected of women from her era. Mrs. Sykes was born in 1924. She attended school, but like many women her age, she gave up school for marriage and children, 4 children to be exact. She knew hard times, but supplemented the family income with sewing, tailoring, ironing, and keeping children at her home. These kept her busy throughout her life, but she never let go of her dream to earn a diploma. Her last 5 years of life were spent in an assisted living facility due to declining health. It was there that she realized that she had more time than ever before. So at 86 years old, she took the opportunity to study for her GED. Mrs. Sykes valued her education and set an example for her family to follow. Her daughter reflected she was absolutely the epitome of a person who never gave up. It is an honor to present her daughters with a certificate of honorary mention in memory of their mom. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. I just would like to tell you a little bit about the GED exam. The GED test is administered in all 50 states, the District of Columbia, U.S. insular areas, Canadian provinces and territories, and the U.S. military. The test is offered in American English, Canadian English, French, and Spanish. Nearly 800,000 GED tests are taken annually. This graduating class of 262 included 34 who passed the test in Spanish. Pauline Morris will say a few congratulatory words to these graduates and their families.
Buenas noches. Pues a nuestros estudiantes, maestros, familiares, amigos, felicidades a todos los que de alguna forma participaron en hacerles llegar con éxito a esta noche. Otro día escuché una historia de un señor que nació sin brazos ni piernas, pero hoy día es el dueño de una empresa mundial. ¿Cómo es eso? Pues sus papás siempre le enseñaban dos cosas importantes. La primera es la actitud. Cuidado con su actitud. Todos los días hay que mantener una actitud positiva. No mirar lo que uno no tiene, sino mirar las oportunidades que tiene para superarse, cosas que los demás ven como imposibilidades. En el proceso de sacar el GED, ustedes han cambiado, lograron milagros con su vida, con sus familias y a la vez ha cambiado para siempre su futuro. La actitud es tan importante. Y la segunda regla es poner en práctica la regla de hand up, hand back. Le explico. Quiere decir que hay que buscar la ayuda de otros para seguir progresando en su vida escolar, en su vida educativa, siguiendo adelante sin parar, usando el GED solo como un escalón en el camino hacia una mejor vida. Pero a la vez que extiende la mano hacia arriba, también hay que extender la mano hacia atrás para jalar a los que vienen detrás de ustedes y así devolver a la comunidad un poco de lo que le dieron a ustedes. Acción y actitud. Esas dos cosas pueden cambiar el mundo. Y la actitud principal que tenemos esta noche y ahora es de gratitud y esperanza para el futuro. No puedo dejarles sin antes agradecer a todos los profesores y a personas que con su empeño, sus esfuerzos, su dedicación y buena voluntad han contribuido para que este día llegara. Pues hoy y esta noche es una noche de celebración. Felicitaciones a todos y Dios les bendiga.
GED honor graduates are those who score 3,000 and above on the GED exam and represent the top 10% of those taking the exam. This graduating class of 262 had 36 honor graduates. Would the honor graduates please stand and be recognized? Thank you. Thank you. Forsyth Tech Community College has established a scholarship program for students who pass the GED and high school program. These scholarships this year, in the amount of $700 each, are for curriculum study at Forsyth Tech. GED honor graduates and adult high school students are invited to apply for the scholarships. The applications are reviewed by the staff, and selection is based on the graduate's total score, career objectives, and financial needs. I have the honor tonight to present these scholarships to 4 GED graduates and 3 adult high school graduates. As I call your name, please come forward and accept a certificate recognizing this award. Cassandra Chandler. Dejanay Clemmer. Grace Giles. Donna Jordan. And from the adult high school, Miriam Blackwell. Christopher Moore. And Latasha Torrance. Congratulations to each of you on receiving this honor, and our best wishes for your continued success. Thank you.
We will follow the program as outlined and have a musical presentation presented by Jeremiah Salter and the New Praise. Jeremiah Salter and the New Praise is a group, a community group, and this is their second time performing with us. Please give them a warm welcome.
Dreams are possible. Dreams come true, you know. Dreams take time to grow. If you believe, dreams are achievable. Dreams, they never go. Dreams are a part of you. If you believe in your dream. Dreams are possible. Dreams come true, you know. Dreams take time to grow. If you believe, dreams are achievable. Dreams, they never go. Dreams are a part of you. If you believe in your dream.
Sorry about that. Sorry about that. I got lost in the music. All right. It's my distinct pleasure to introduce our speaker tonight, who also happens to be a friend of mine and a colleague of mine, so it gives me great pleasure to introduce Jewel B. Cherry. Jewel B. Cherry is currently the Vice President of Student Services at Forsyth Technical Community College. Having worked as both a business administrator, administration instructor, and director of student success, she has more than 15 years of experience in North Carolina Community College system, including 3 years at Mitchell Community College. Jewel is a 2008 graduate of the North Carolina Community College Leadership Program and has a BS in political science and an MBA both from Winthrop University in Rock Hill, South Carolina. She also earned an EDS degree in higher ed administration from Appalachian State University and is a candidate for a doctoral degree in educational leadership. Jewel is an active member of her community, having graduated from Leadership Winston-Salem program in 2012. She believes in the power of a strong educational foundation. Excuse me. Jewel currently serves as a member of the board of directors for Crosby Scholars, which is a high school to college preparation and support program. She is also part of the Forsyth County CEC Community Education Collaborative, which focuses on improving local high school graduation rates. She has been instrumental in starting and expanding several support initiatives at Forsyth Tech, including the James A. Russo Minority Male Mentoring Program and the Shugart Women's Center. Last, but certainly not least, Jewel is a wife and mother. She's the wife of Charles Cherry, Jr., and the mother of Michael, Adrian. Did I get that right? I heard I would be corrected if I got that wrong. Is that right? And Alaya. So I told you I'd get corrected. All right. My great pleasure. Please give a round of applause to Jewel Cherry.
Thank you, Alan. Boy, that choir was really good, were they not? They were excellent. Wow. I always imagine, I can't really sing, but I imagine that if I could, I'd sound like that. Thank you to Michael Harris for asking me to be here tonight as your keynote speaker. I am honored to be able to share this milestone with you. When Michael first asked me to speak, if I would be the keynote speaker, I asked him if he had any advice for me, because this is the first time I've ever done something like this, and so I was nervous and so forth, and I was asking Michael, you know, to give me some hints or to give me some insight, and he said, keep it short. So that I can do. I can be really brief with this, okay? Again, when I was first asked to speak at the GED graduation, I was both honored and nervous. I spent a good deal of time trying to figure out what I wanted to talk with you about, knowing what a really important day this is for everyone. I wanted to be inspiring and funny and say something meaningful. However, nothing was coming to me. So I decided I would do the one thing that I consider myself pretty good at, and something that I have spent most of my professional career doing, and that's teaching. So tonight, I will spend my 5 minutes before you with an attempt to teach you a little bit about the Forsyth Tech alma mater. Now, it doesn't surprise me if some of you don't know anything about the Forsyth Tech alma mater, and I bet some of you don't even know that we have an alma mater, and some of you could probably care less. But tonight, I want to tell you about our song, so I want you to bear with me. First off, it was written by Miss Peggy Husted. Peggy worked as a counselor here at Forsyth Tech for a very long time, and she primarily worked with students that were interested in going into a health field. However, she spent a good deal of her time talking every day to folks just like you. People who were new to Forsyth Tech and trying to figure out their next steps along their path to a better life and a better future and a better job. Peggy left Forsyth Tech in 2004 and moved to Nashville, Tennessee to pursue her dreams to become a professional singer. But before she left, she wrote the Forsyth Tech alma mater. The song itself is pretty short, composed of less than 60 words, but the words are powerful and meaningful. In the opening of the song, she talks about the open door and connecting people to their dreams. Yes, that's what we have here at Forsyth Tech, an open door, which means that everyone is welcome. However, not everyone comes. Even though our doors are open, and there are many that make excuses and never show up. Maybe they're too busy. Maybe they don't have transportation. Maybe they don't have a babysitter. Maybe this, maybe that, and so on and so on. But you did it. You came through the open door to Forsyth Tech. You saw the possibilities and you had the dreams. You wanted more for yourself and your family. And you trusted us and came through the open door, and now you sit here tonight as a proud graduate of Forsyth Tech. You leave forever changed. Forever changed. Take a minute to let that soak in. You have taken the first step to the many benefits and opportunities that your GED now affords you. A GED diploma will not only give you a credential equivalent to a high school diploma, but it can help you get a better job. Employers would rather hire someone who has the basic skills to pass the GED test than someone who doesn't. Earning the diploma means that you had the fortitude to successfully finish a difficult GED exam. The GED diploma is no small thing. You can't expect to earn more money in your lifetime with a GED diploma. Research shows that people with this diploma make an average of $385,000 more in their lifetime than people who do not. You'll feel better about yourself with this diploma because you've accomplished something that only 60% of high school graduates can do. And consider the impact of your educational achievement on your family. That goes a long ways. It's priceless. Peggy ends the song with, "Now our spirits soar with pride." And we are all very proud of you and what you have done and what you will do. That is just your beginning to whatever your future will be, or whatever you want your future to be. Just because you are graduating tonight does not mean that this is the end. We hope it is just your beginning. Our doors are still open, and we still want you to connect to your dreams. You are now part of a very special community, the Forsyth Tech family. And as with any supportive family, we encourage you, and we will continue to support you all along the way. So don't let too much time pass before we see you again. Enrolling and working towards your next goal of earning your college degree. The faculty and staff here at Forsyth Tech have worked with you and supported you to this point, and we know that you are up to the task. As a new Forsyth Tech grad, our song is now your song too. You now have an alma mater. And as I conclude, and I think it's been about maybe 3 to 5 minutes, as I conclude, I'm going to close with an assignment. No good teacher would ever end a lesson without homework. So in your spare time one day when you're just messing around on the internet, look up the Forsyth Tech alma mater and read it for yourself. I want to leave you with a short poem by Edgar Albert Guest, and it's called "Somebody Said It Couldn't Be Done." Somebody said it couldn't be done, but he replied with a chuckle that maybe it couldn't, but he would be one who wouldn't say so till he tried. So he buckled right in, and with a trace of a grin on his face, if he worried, he hid it. He started to sing as he tackled a thing that couldn't be done, and he did it. Somebody scoffed, "Oh, you'll never do that. At least no one has ever done it." But he took off his coat and he took off his hat, and the first thing you know, he'd begun it. And with a lift of his chin and a bit of a grin, without any doubting or quit it, he started to sing as he tackled the thing that couldn't be done, and he did it. There are thousands to tell you it cannot be done. There are thousands to prophesy failure. There are thousands to point out to you one by one the dangers that wait to assail you. But just buckle in with a bit of a grin. Just take off your coat and go to it. Just start to sing as you tackle that thing that cannot be done, and you'll do it. Congratulations to the class of 2013. You did it.
Let's give her another round of applause. To stay in line with our program, we'll have another selection by Jeremiah Salt and the New Praise. Give them a round of applause, guys. Give them another round of applause. At this time, we're going to have the recognition of our graduates. And Mr. Charles Tabor, a former instructor for Forsyth Tech who retired, has been our speaker for almost 10 years, could not make it tonight. And standing in for him tonight is Eusebio Velez. I will ask Eusebio to repeat his name to you to make sure I pronounce it correctly. And at this time, we will have Mr. Velez. Thank you.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Muy buenas noches, damas y caballeros. Bonne nuit, mesdames et messieurs. My name is Eusebio Velez, and I am specialist at the International Center. I work along with Pauline Morris, and I will be presenting the graduates this evening. As they line up, I'll quickly say my name means to pray well, so I guess we're in a fitting place this evening. We begin with Abigail Noel Atkins. Christina Dawn Boehner. Rebecca Grace Blackinger. Miriam E. Blackwell. Nicholas Ryan Campbell. Xavier Ruth Coleman. Courtney Alexis Grimsley. Joshua Cody Locklear. Christopher Demarion Moore. Melina Kennedy Papas. Kaylee Samantha Smith. Lauren Brooks Smith. Chase Robert Sterrett. Haley Marie Taylor. April Lynn Taylor Camp. Brittany Rose Titus. Latasha Vanetta Torrance. And we begin now with the GED graduates. Lisa Renee Adams. Prisca Fabiola Alvarado Leiva. Durisbeth Alvarez Gutierrez. Justin Tyler Ball. Kyrie Atrell Barnes. Jessica Trotter Barnett. Sandy Aviles Barrientos. Ana Cristian Betanzos Reyes. Guy Stanley Bobbitt Jr. Jesse Jordan Bowles. Misty Gail Boyles. Joshua Wayne Brendel. Felicia Nicole Brigman. Warren Casey Brower. Brittany Jones Bullens. David Edgar Carballo. Erika Jasmine Cardenas Maciel. Enrique Catana Ramiro. Keith Cassandra Michelle Chandler. Keith Waddell Chapman. Floyd Gwynn Church. Floyd Wilson Church. Dijane Lynette Clemmer. Richard Isaac Cruz. Holly Marie Dicing. Kimberly Dominique Dotson. Charlie Albert Durham. Stephen Douglas Durham. Mercedes Julisa Fajardo Morales. Olivia Darlene Flores. Crystal Gordy Floyd. Jeremy Hamilton Floyd. Jessica Faye Frazier. Charlene Marie Fuller. Julia Rochelle Fuller. Eunice Galvan Hernandez. Francisco Olivares Garcia. Grace Anna Giles. Melissa Jean Glover. Vidar Dale Gregg. Correction, Vader Dale Gregg. Have to get it right. Brenda Yadira Guajardo Cantu. Jessica Guajardo Cantu. Candice Renee Hairston. Janae Lafayette Hayes. Callie Michelle Henderson. Cynthia Octavia Hernandez. Wendy Karina Hernandez. Beatriz Hernandez Ruiz. Krista Klin Herrera. Christina Faith Hodges. Deja A. Hudson. Caroline Rochelle Inman. Chanel Y. Jackson. Donna Mae Jordan. Brooke Lee Joyce. Gina Darlene Kearns. Amber Denise Kilby. Alfonso Laredo Serrano. Kyle Blake Main. Joseph Barnard Mankins. Brittany Danielle Marshall. Jessica Lynn McBride. Brittany Nicole McDowell. Joshua Lee Meadows. Marcia Andrea Mims. Ebony LaShawn Monroe. Alejandra Montalvo Gonzalez. Brent Anthony Morris. Forrest Alexander Morton. Henry Paniagua Munoz. David Gregory Nicholson. Stephen Keith Oxendine. Misty Elizabeth Pack. Piedad Ruiz Pinacho. ¿Cuál es su nombre? ¿Su nombre? Daniel Basurto Pérez. Mark Allen Prather. Michael Ramírez. Omar Alonso Ramírez. Joel Ramírez González. Santa Graciela Ramírez Nieblas. Alfonso Ramírez Pacheco. Loretta Michelle Ridgill. Roxana E. Rivera. Matthew Alexander Romo. Elizabeth Anna Royale. Jessica Marie Samayoa. Jose Jonathan Sanchez. Luz Vanessa Sandoval Ramirez. Stephen Michael Scott. Sharon Nicole Seeley. Nakia Shanae Simmons. Bradley Carl Smith. Tommy Soria Oria. Hubert Nathan Spear. Caleb Lawrence Steele. Kendrick Alton Summers. Azucena Lopez Tavira. Zachary James Trollinger. Joshua Morris Turner. Juan Vargas Maldonado. Elber Misael Vasquez. Mónica Yadira Vázquez González. Brian Scott Walker. Ron Vincent Winchester. Kaylee Kame Wright. Mary Jose Jacint. Last but not least, Tommy Eugene Yunts. This concludes the recognition of the graduates. Thank you for your time. Gracias por su tiempo. Merci beaucoup pour son temps.
Graduates, as you prepare, please stand. Family and friends, before we can graduate our graduates, allow them to please get back in their positions so they can have this honor at this time. Graduates, as we prepare to graduate you, I know you're ready to go, right? I'd just like to close out by saying that Jewel Cherry said that we had an open door policy. Many of you walked across the stage and said that you was already in Forsyth Tech or you was coming to Forsyth Tech. How many of you said that? Raise your hand. Let's give them a hand, everybody. For those of you who are not sure on what you want to do or what you want to major in, please visit us on the main campus or the West Campus, and we can help you decide on your career choice at Forsyth Tech. Since you are ready to go, graduates, take your tassels and move it from left to right. You are officially graduated.